Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hey girly. So today's video is going to be a chit chat get ready with me, but as you can see from the title of the video, we're going to be talking about how I quit smoking weed. We're going to say it that way just in case YouTube tries to flag the video and take it down or restrict it to 18 plus accounts, which I know a lot of you guys like make accounts and you just put like a random birthday, so I don't want it to like, you know, restrict you guys from watching this video. I wanted to get it pushed out to as many people as possible because your girl has a message to share today. And I asked you guys on Instagram to leave me any questions relating to this topic, and of course you guys definitely left me quite a few. And I feel like in past chit chat get ready with me's I kind of like sped through the questions just to try to answer like the most juiciest ones, and I don't want to be vague at all. I want to give you guys the real honest like experience that I had with quitting smoking, because this has had a hold on me for the last 10 years. I'm 28 years old and I have been smoking since I was 18 years old every single day. Now, aside my pregnancies and like random tea breaks, I would just fall right back into it. I've tried to quit so many times. Like if you've been following me on my channel, you probably recall me trying to quit at least 5 times in the last 10 years because I would realize how negatively it was actually affecting me. But now it had gotten to the point where I knew that I had to quit. I know a lot of people say that you can't get addicted to smoking weed, but I definitely think you can. Maybe not 20 years ago, before the government got involved and all these dispensaries started popping up and everything's getting sprayed with pesticides and preservatives and all these extra chemicals. You really think those chemicals are not addictive? Like, we have to be honest with ourselves. And for a long time, I wasn't. And I'm finally at the place where I'm almost 2 months of being completely sober. I have not had a dab, I haven't had bud, I haven't had a pen, I haven't had anything. And I want to share with you guys exactly what it's done to my body, the negative and the positive, because I withdrawed pretty bad for a while. I even had a crash out on my Instagram story, and it was really embarrassing going back through my archives and just like seeing that I posted what I posted. But baby, I was just not in a good place, okay? We're gonna talk about that too. But let me put my wig back because we're gonna go and get some food. This is a glueless unit from Megalook, by the way. I actually just filmed some content for that brand. I love, not me pulling the hair off. Girl, if it ain't supposed to be there, rip. Now I look like a lion. I've been too lazy to comb my own hair, so I've just been throwing these wigs on, but these ones actually have like ear flaps. So when the wind blows, which it just randomly gets super windy here in Vegas, and all my other glueless units would like stop and like go behind my ear, so you just see like this huge like bald spot. So I love this wig. It stays down, has a drawstring. Why am I giving them a wig promotion in the middle of this video? I don't know. Let's go ahead and get into this face. Right now I just have a little bit of like tinted sunscreen on, and I'm gonna put makeup on top of it. To like rewashing my face, not gonna lie. I'm just like, I don't really have much on. I just put like a couple of like spots around my face because I took Nyla to swim and I didn't feel like doing a full beat, and I knew I was gonna come back and actually get ready. Like, yes, I could have washed my face, but like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to do that right now. Let's go ahead and get into all of these questions. So the first one, how long did it take between the first decision to quit and actually quitting? So like I said, it's been a journey of trying to quit smoking to where it's happened at least like 5 times. But this last time, I would say probably January, I posted something like sharing you guys like, oh, I'm done smoking, I'm done quitting. Or I'm done quitting. No, I was done quitting because it only lasted like 2 weeks. And then I went right back into it. But I officially actually quit in June. So I am now officially on month 2 of being completely sober. You guys know I don't drink. That's just never been my thing. I always get really, really sick even after like 1 shot. So I haven't like necessarily replaced it, because I know some people will be like, oh, I stopped smoking, but I'm still drinking. And they would like, you know, start to overconsume that. It's kind of like a replacement. But no, I actually quit cold turkey, which I know some people will be like, that's not smart. Some doctors would even tell you that's not smart. Maybe to like gradually like pull yourself away from it. But I've already tried that so many times and it's always backfired. I've always found myself just restarting my habit again, because I would make excuses and be like, oh, like maybe just a little bit more today, just a little bit more, and then I'm done. But then I find myself at the dispensary buying another eighth, and I'm like, oh, I'm still quitting, but like I'm not smoking as much. And I would tell them in the dispensary, like, yeah, I know I haven't been here in like 4 days. I know I'm usually here every day, but I've been trying to like cut myself off. And they're like, oh yeah, and then here I am again every day. My habit was so bad that I was buying an eighth every day. Every day. Like, you're probably like, girl, how did you, what happened? I got a shipment coming in soon. Who sent me something? But if you're wondering, how do you go through an eighth a day? Well, also Anthony was also actively smoking at the same time, which he is also in the process of quitting as well. If you really think about it, an eighth can probably make you like 3 or 4 joints and you're done, you're out. I've been setting my alarm for an hour before the kids usually wake up. I would go outside, have my coffee, have a joint. Girl, my breath, oh my God, I just don't even want to think about that smell. So like, boom, that's already a joint. And then if they were taking a nap after lunch, boom, another one. When they would go to sleep, boom, another one. And then maybe a couple hours after, when I would go to sleep, boom, another one. The eighth is gone. So my usage was very, very heavy. And I guess you could say I was perma-fried. It got to the point where I felt like I needed it to eat. I needed it to work out. I needed it to go to sleep. Like, I needed it just to function. I thought I needed it. But in reality, it was causing such severe paranoia. I felt like people were always staring at me and looking at me and judging me in public, because even if I didn't smoke an hour before, it's still lingering in my body. It's still altering things. It's chemicals. So it's like, it was just constantly in my system, and it was actually causing like the worst paranoia. It was causing random anger outbursts because I wasn't regulating my emotions naturally. Because anytime I would start to feel a little bit too much, someone else asked, what made you feel like it was time to stop? So not only did I finally recognize, like, I actually had to look at my bank account as well. So I have 3 reasons. One, I looked at my bank account and it will tell me like how much money I was spending at different places. I should not be spending like $500 every month on this shit. That's not okay. Especially if it's not even like doing what I think it's doing and it's making me feel worse and I feel like I'm relying on it. Cough, cough, addiction. Number 2, my children. I just realized like I want to give them my all, and if I'm not able to be fully emotionally there, like, yes, oh, I'm doing it when they're sleeping, but there'd be some times where they would wake up from that nap a little bit earlier than I would expect, and I'm still fried. And now I'm fried in front of my kids. Like, I had to look at myself in the mirror. Colin, I am hollering. Okay, no, I'm supposed to be serious right now. We're not gonna start giggling. Y'all, me and Colin Berry, I don't know if you guys remember him from the Trash Channel. We have actually become such good friends. And tell me why the other day we were on Ancestry.com and we found out we were cousins. Like, baby, friend to cousin pipeline. Love that. But he's actually one of my closest friends. And I love going to him about this kind of stuff as well, because he will give me a raw, non-biased opinion. I had a lot of friends in the past that were enabling me because they were also participating in these things that I was doing as well. So like, it's okay, girl. Like, it's fine that you're doing that. Like, who cares? But really, like, it was a cry for help, and you're just enabling it. I'm gonna make another video talking about outgrowing friendships and outgrowing people as well. I think I'm gonna make a TikTok right after I film this about that, but I'll probably make it a topic in a future Get Ready With Me video. Definitely going through that right now, because when you get sober and you realize that you're not that person that you were before, it can actually, like, what's the word? Like, I feel like I like peaked at like 18 years old mentally before I got sober, and my brain started rewiring itself, and like different things started meaning different reasons. Like, girl, it's just a lot. So the finances for my children, and also I've been getting closer to God, and that's something that I have struggled with for a long time. I was baptized Catholic. We went from Catholic to Christian to Baptist to Jehovah's Witness. Like, I've been through quite a few religious groups, and I never felt comfortable in any of these churches, and I failed to realize that I could have my own personal relationship with God. And I've been praying. I was literally asking for the strength. Like, every single morning I go outside, I meditate, and I pray, and I would ask for the strength to have this not have a hold on me anymore. And I know God's listening, because here I am. I quit cold turkey. You know how often people quit cold turkey and they just go straight back to what they were doing? But I genuinely believe that God heard my heart, heard me, and knew that I was tired of my bullshit and I was tired of being in this state of confusion and anxiety and dependence. And I would like to think that he played a part, a very big part in my quitting. And actually, number 4, another reason, I'm on this whole like fitness and health journey, and when you're literally depriving your body of oxygen from smoking, and I'm trying to eat all healthy and take all these supplements, but I'm still damaging the fuck out of my lungs and my throat and my brain from like consuming these things, because bud is not what it used to be. Like, you cannot be in denial about it. It's not 2015 or 2014 where people were growing it in their backyard just with some water and sunlight. No, like there's all these huge like corporations that are spraying all these random things on it to mass produce, to grow it faster. Like, it's so much less natural. It's not like you're picking it from the middle of a rainforest, you know what I mean? Like, there's all these random chemicals, and that stuff is damaging to your body. We can't be in denial about that. And I don't want to hear no one say like, oh, then just grow it yourself. With my kids in the backyard trying to like playing, and then they might touch it or something, or it's literally 115 degrees in Nevada and it starts burning. And it's crazy. I literally post on my story, like I've been posting on my Instagram story, my like journey of quitting, and people still DM me like, hey girl, you want to chill and smoke? Are you the devil? So a couple of people were like, what made you make this decision? Like, so T, this isn't the first time you quit. Like, does it feel differently? Yes, it does. Did you have tummy troubles, like nauseous and not hungry at all? So I was actually having that while smoking. Like, at one point, it was actually helping my stomach. I thought that I had IBS because that's what my doctor told me, because I was telling him, like, you know, whatever certain symptoms, like, oh yeah, you have IBS, that's what it is, like irritable bowel syndrome. Little did I know, smoking was actually causing those stomach issues. Ever since quitting, stomach issues are gone. And for the longest time, I thought I needed it to eat, but realistically, 9 times out of 10, I would smoke, order some DoorDash, and by the time it got to me, my appetite was suppressed from smoking. And I know some people will be like, well, you have to smoke certain strains. You think I didn't try that? You think my crackhead ass didn't try, oh, this one says that it's gonna give me the munchies. The munchies left years ago. Like, that stopped being a thing. It doesn't matter which strain I was smoking, none of them were making me hungry. If anything, it was stopping my hunger. I know I just did my weight loss journey, but right now I'm trying to build muscle, and that requires me to eat a lot, okay? Like, I had to go from my 2,000 calories to like 4,000 a day, and if it's suppressing my appetite, that's not beneficial for me right now, you know? That nausea and the like suppressed appetite, gone. I'm now eating 4 meals a day with snacks in between, and sometimes a little midnight snack, so my metabolism is constantly firing. But if you have no self-control, baby, you gotta learn it. It's a process. You literally have to learn it. Remove it from your home. Remove it from your home. If you have a medical card, cut it in half and throw it away, so you don't have the option to go and try to buy it again. I had to throw all of my glass away, all of my pieces. It doesn't matter if I spent thousands of dollars over the years of using this stuff, it had to go in the trash. Because if it's still there and it's still accessible, that was giving me the opportunity to go and use it. You know what I mean? Like, I had to throw it away. It didn't matter how much money I spent, and it hurt, because you guys know how fucking cheap I am, okay? You know how cheap I am. So in my head, I was like, can I sell these somehow? Girl, don't nobody want that dirty ass, like, res filled. It used to be clear, but it's now black bong. Like, no. And plus also that, like, how am I taking all these supplements and trying to be all healthy? But if you saw the state of my pieces, it looked so gross. I would like clean them for like the first like month, and then I would just let it go. Like, changing out the water, but there's still shit crusted on that's going into your body. Like, it's hard to quit when my friends and peers smoke also. Any advice? It's time to start distancing yourself. If you are ready to elevate to a higher vibration and you are ready to move past that part of your life, sometimes you have to let people go that are a part of that life as well. I had a friend that I talked to every single day, would see almost every single day, and they were a daily smoker. They were also a mommy as well. but they were a daily user. And in my process of like not smoking, even though I would tell her I'm quitting right now, like I'm not smoking anymore, she would still smoke in front of me. She would still blow it in my face and think it was a fucking joke. She got cut off because you're not gonna like hold me back from fully being able to like get past this. Because even though I tell you like don't bring it with you, like can we just go and get coffee? Can we just go and get lunch? And you're like, actually I have to roll up and smoke really quick before we go inside. Like that's not healthy for me. Like I'm not gonna judge you, you could do your own thing, but like why couldn't you do it before you showed up? Why are you like making it like a joke and like not taking my sobriety serious? You know what I mean? Like, oop, why is it getting blurry? But I just found that so disrespectful. So she got cut the fuck off. When I tell you, going through this whole process has opened up my mind, and just so many things have changed. My priorities have changed, which I feel like they should have a long time ago. But like things that mattered just simply don't matter anymore. And when you're not in that mindset anymore and you see everything for what it really is, you start to look at some people like not like in a holier than thou way, but just like a, why were we even friends? Like we really actually don't relate on a lot of things. We don't actually get along that much. We only got along when we were high. And it's really painful to, you know, lose friends, because a lot of, you know, people that I have cut off have told me like, oh, do you think you're better than me now because you don't smoke? Do you think you're better than me? No, because not once did I judge you or tell you that you needed to quit too. I'm just telling you about my journey. But unfortunately, when some people are stuck in that cycle, they take it as like a diss that you want to better yourself. You know what I mean? Like I just don't want to have something hold such a grasp on me. Like every time I would travel out of town, like the first place I was stopping was a dispensary to pick up. I was freaking the fuck out when I would travel to Europe. That's why I haven't been back in years, because I was like, fuck, if I go back to Italy, it's illegal there. I can't find it there. If I go back to Spain, I can't like go back. I can't, because I'm not gonna be able to smoke. I won't be able to eat or sleep. Like my life was on hold over smoking. What was the worst, and I mean the worst thing about quitting? I love you. I love you too, Lacey. The worst thing was probably, what was like the worst? Probably like having to figure out my sleeping again. Because for the first week, I was going to bed at like 4 in the morning because I just like, I don't know, my brain was just firing so much. And according to the internet and according to my doctor, my brain's just rewiring itself. And that was something that I would just have to work past. I want to show you guys something that, this is not sponsored, by the way. Like, fuck this shit, actually. Just kidding. No, it actually has helped me. I keep it in my room. I was put on this by a random lady on TikTok. This showed up maybe like 6 months ago. I got this like 6 months ago. So this has 20 servings in it. Or I got my first packet of it 6 months ago. This is my second bag. But it only has 20 servings. And it's these little like packets. Like literally my bottle from last night of drinking it is still right here. And it's called Super Calm from Nello. I get this from the TikTok shop. They've sold over like 500,000, 600,000 bags of these the last time I checked. I'm sure it's probably more now. But this has ashwagandha. It has magnesium, glycinite, and vitamin D3. And this is just like a calming drink. So I would start drinking this at nighttime. I've heard from a lot of people the benefits of ashwagandha. And like it's a natural thing from the earth. And I wanted to give it a try. It says powerful adaptogen that promotes calm while also supporting mental and physical function. I just wanted something that for those nights when I couldn't sleep, like I literally bought it, drank it like twice, like 6 months ago, and then I like threw it to the back of my cabinet. But then I was like, hold on, maybe this will help me. So I started drinking these, and I know some people were like, oh, so you replace something with something else. I don't really use it that much anymore. If anything, it's maybe like once or twice a week. Yesterday was overstimulating for me. I have 2 toddlers, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. And Nyla's so calm, but Luca be giving me a run for my money sometimes. So I be getting overstimulated, and even though they're going to sleep, I'm still overstimulated. So I would drink this to like calm me down, right? And I also have from the brand Goli, their sugar-free version of their ashwagandha gummies. So it's either like I would drink this maybe once or twice a week, and then I would take my gummies maybe like, you could take 2 of them a day, but I would take like 1 in the morning just to kind of like, you know, calm my body down. There's so many studies about it. It's more popular in other countries. I don't know why they don't promote it more in America. Actually, you know why. They want us to stay down. They don't want us to be up over here, okay? When I drank them those 2 times I didn't feel anything, I was like, yeah, throw it to the back of my closet. I don't need this. Because ashwagandha can sometimes take like up to 2 weeks to actually like show effects. I just started drinking it and I gave it time, and now whenever I do drink it, I just genuinely feel a lot calmer and I can breathe. Then I can go outside and meditate. It is time to meditate. Don't need this blunt to help me breathe. I definitely recommend that. I don't have no affiliate links, none of that. I got it from the TikTok shop. Maybe I could get an affiliate link. I don't think so. But if I can, or whether I can't, I'm still gonna drop the link down below if you wanna go and pick some up. Because I do think that's probably like played a part in helping me like calm down at nighttime and help me like go to sleep. Because like I said, I was going to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning and then still have to wake up at 6 for the kids. So then running on 2 hours of energy, Mama can't work that way. Anthony works the night shift, so he takes a nap. He goes to sleep when he gets back home early in the morning, so I have the kids. Yeah, not gonna work. Somebody asked if I was also vaping. No. I saw how I got addicted to smoking weed, so I just knew I would get heavily addicted if I started vaping, and that would have been a whole nother thing that I would have to like recover from. I just genuinely don't like the smell of like artificial cherry and grape and fake marshmallow and like blowing clouds, and like that was just not really ever an interest of mine, even though it's like plastered everywhere. Like it's like everywhere you drive in Vegas, it's like stop here for Geek Bar sale. And when Juuls were a thing, I remember I bought one and I maybe hit the pod like twice and I was like, ooh, I don't like how this makes my head hurt. Trash. What's been helping you? Like having kids, it's not easy, so after a long day I just need a blunt. Girl, I feel that. That's real as fuck. Like that is so real. I understand. I don't know, at the end of the day, I kind of like made it a habit to watch my like anime and go like I'll put the kids to sleep, drink my tea, whether it's this or it's just like a lavender tea or anything. Like I'll go to Sprouts, go to Walmart and get like a sleep time tea, just something that's made to like promote calmness, and I'll go outside, pray, meditate, do my positive affirmations for myself, and watch my show and just distract myself. You just have to find healthy habits, you know? There's actually a lot of like beneficial and like healing properties to a lot of different teas as well. I'll put a list of some that I recommend right here if you guys are interested in checking them out. But I mean, it's like $4 a box and you get all these tea bags. I kind of made that like a healthy habit, but I don't need to like go outside and drink tea to go to sleep. Like now I just naturally get tired every single night. By 8:30 I'm yawning and I want to go to bed after the kids usually. This isn't about smoking, but how did you watch Blood Plus? I can't find it anywhere anymore. It's illegal in America, so I'm just gonna say VPN. Okay, sensitive content. We're gonna be talking about the S word right now. My friend wants to quit, but he said smoking is what helps him not want to himself. So if you are smoking to not want to yourself, you need psychological help. I'm sorry, like I have to be blunt. You need psychological help if you need to smoke to keep yourself here. We need to get down to the source of what's making you actually feel that way, and we need to work around that, and we need to start the healing process. And that is easier said than done. I am somebody that I have gone through so much, y'all. You've witnessed it. I've gone through inappropriate situations with men and women, sexually. I've had stalkers, I've had injuries, I've had mental problems. Like I've gone through so much. Postpartum depression had me on the edge of a roof, okay? And for a long time, I also was on the same boat as your friend. It's like smoking was keeping me here. There comes a point in time where we have to own what we've been through, and we have to work on it, because the longer you suppress it, it's just going to keep cutting deeper and deeper, and it's going to get harder and harder to heal from it. Now, I know not everybody has money for therapy. Like, it's not cheap. If you could, if your insurance can work with better help or work with, you know, a therapist, then great. But I know a lot of people don't have health insurance because it's so expensive. You make $1 over the amount that's accepted for, you know, the free insurance, and boom, like you got to dish out hundreds a month. And a lot of people in this economy don't have the money for that. And a lot of therapists don't take insurance. So that's like makes you not want to go and do it because you're like, it's expensive. But the sooner you start working on that, the sooner you're going to be released from this grasp of like feeling like you need a substance to stick around. And sometimes we just can't help people. They have to be able to help themselves. And I started doing a lot of self-help. Like, self-help books do work if you're willing to be receptive to the information. But if you open it up and you're just like, nah, this person doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about, and then you close it, baby, it's a bestseller for a reason. Like, you have to be receptive, and you have to be in the position of like, okay, it's time. And for everybody, that timing is different. At what age did you start smoking, and how much did you smoke? I think I kind of already answered that. But like I said, I first started smoking at 16, and it was only a couple times because I had a friend and his cousin wanted to always smoke me out. But I only said yes those few times. And then when I was 17, it was maybe like 10 to 15 times. But then once I moved out at 18 and I had a friend that was like, hi, like, I'll give it to you. I grow it in my backyard. Like, do you just want some? You want it? And that's when it started becoming waking up before lunch, before dinner. Oh, I want to go swimming. Let me smoke before that too. Oh, I want to go drive around. Like, I get so angry when I think about that. Like, I swear, like, I don't know how I thought it was okay. Like, do you want a DUI, bitch? Like, just because you were driving, like, DUI doesn't stand for drinking and driving. It stands for driving under the influence. If you get pulled over and they can see that you are fried, you're going to jail. And for the longest time, I thought, oh, I'm not drinking. I'm fine. And Vanessa! Like, old Vanessa, what the fuck were you doing? You're putting other people at risk. I'm not even doing my makeup anymore. No, but literally, like, I was putting other people on the road at risk. And just for legal purposes, everything I'm saying right now is a lie. Do not smoke and drive, bitch. What the hell? Like, just because you think you're good, you're really not good. You really are not, I promise you. You are not. And the cops can notice that. I do not smoke and drive. It's just as bad as drinking and driving. Like, let me be the person to tell you that. Because I was also living that in a lie. But like I said, I was smoking heavy. And then when I was in LA, baby, all those vlogs fried. I was constantly in a state of perma-fried. All of my videos. Like, you could just look at my eyes and like look at them now, and it's just like, it was giving soulless back then. Someone else said, what do you do to replace it? It was my escape. I'm bored now and I'm just so mentally fatigued. That goes away. That was a part of it. That was actually a really big part of it, like the mental fatigue. And I actually started having like slight anger issues because my body was like learning how to feel again. So it's all a process. Like, you just have to give yourself a chance. And I never did that before. Like, I would start feeling, you know, the withdrawal symptoms, and then I'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to smoking again. Fuck this. Like, I don't like the way I feel. I'd rather just smoke again and then like damage my lungs. But you literally just have to give yourself a chance and get through the withdrawals. But anger was also like something I feel like I should have mentioned at one point. Like, just getting overwhelmed really fast. And sometimes I still get really overwhelmed, but I know that I have to just hold out and I have to wait for my brain to rewire itself, because it's been used to having something suppress all these emotions. I remember being told in the past that like, oh, you're too much, like you just feel too much, you're too emotional. And I think I also would use smoking to like stop that part of myself. Like, I wanted to numb myself for other people because they were telling me that I was too much. But really, I'm just being me. And just because somebody tells you that you're too much for them doesn't mean you're too much for others. And don't let somebody dim your light because they don't know how to receive it. My great-great-grandfather lived to be over 100 years old. I look at Anthony's side of the family. They live to be like 100+ years old, okay? It's in our genetics to live long. And I want to keep that. I want that to be a thing. I need to lead a healthy lifestyle. and I have to try, because if I'm doing things that are going to cause me to not be here, you know what I mean? Like, I want to meet my great-grandchildren. That is such a blessing. Final question I'm going to get into from a Hassan23. Are you finally able to dream? Typically, I don't dream or just have nightmares when I smoke. Okay. So, I've been dream journaling because for the last week and a half, oh my gosh, my dreams have been so vivid, so intense, so like, I'm lucid dreaming. I don't know if you guys have ever lucid dreamt before. That was something I always did as a child. And it was kind of my escape from my childhood. I looked forward to going to sleep every night, even though I had sleep apnea. And sometimes I look back at it and I'm like, I don't really think I had sleep apnea. I think I was just scared of not being in control of my surroundings as a child because of the traumatic things I went through as a child in that house. So it's like my body was like fighting me not to go to sleep, but I wanted to go to sleep because then I can go in my dream world and I could escape my reality. And that's really sad. And I wish I could hold the younger version of myself and say like, it's gonna be okay. But once I started like getting heavily into smoking, I stopped lucid dreaming. And I didn't stop dreaming altogether, but I would maybe have like a really random, like short, boring ass dream like once every 3 months. Gosh, the last week and a half have been so intense, and I think it's also my subconscious trying to tell me something and try to show me something. And I like to like ask ChatGPT, I'm like, what does this mean? Like, break down this dream. Like every single day I'll sit there and I'll like explain everything out, and it'll tell me like, this means this means that. And they've been so intense and just so beautiful and just like profound, and I feel like my brain is actually like, I don't, girl, it could be my spirit guides trying to talk to me through my dreams, my ancestors. Am I Moana? But basically my dreams are showing me that I'm on the right path. Plain and simple. It's actually crazy. Like, I feel like a completely different person. Now I'm actually able to like feel things, and I'm noticing when people say things and do things that do not align with my current state of being. And one of the also the hardest parts of this all has just been like losing friends as well, because you notice, maybe it's also like because I'm getting older, you just start noticing that like certain people don't serve a positive purpose in your life, and I wasn't able to like recognize those things fully because I was high. I'm gonna actually answer one more question. When did the urges stop? Like, when did I stop craving it? Probably week 2, which is pretty soon. Like, that's pretty fast. Like, literally, like I said, I went cold turkey and I removed it from my home. At one point, we even went to Illinois and stayed with his grandparents because there was like a family reunion, and I didn't have zero access to it, which I obviously could have went to a dispensary, but like, I'm also staying with somebody and I don't want to bring that into their home. That's disrespectful as fuck. Like, why are you going to your grandma's house and bringing a pipe? Crackhead! Especially if they're not like down with that stuff and they have been wanting you to stop. It's like, bringing that into their home is just so disrespectful. And it also gives like neglecting parent. Like, let me read something to you guys that I posted on Facebook. I want to read you guys something that I posted on Facebook, and it's so cute that like Anthony's grandma responded saying, powerful words, and if this reaches one parent, it has saved one child. Life is beautiful if you're clear enough to realize it. And then my mom said, exactly, I agree with everything you said. Outstanding. So it feels really nice to also have like people backing me up. If you're a parent and still smoking weed regularly, especially around your kids, it's not just a bad habit, it's neglect, it's selfish, and it's dangerous. Being high doesn't make you more chill as a parent. It makes you mentally unavailable, emotionally detached, slower to respond, more irritable, and it sends the message that escapism takes priority over your child's well-being. Your kids don't need a cool parent. They need a present, clear-minded, stable one. One who feels instead of numbing. One who feels and shows up even on hard days. Imagine your child needing you, really needing you, while you're stoned. crying, scared, hurt, or just wanting to connect, and you're locked into a haze chasing a high instead of answering their needs. That's not parenting, that's avoidance, and your child will remember it. If you wouldn't blow smoke in their face, don't blow your priorities in their face either. Your healing, your coping, and your habits, they matter, but not more than your child's safety, growth, and sense of being seen. If this stings, it's probably supposed to. Your kids deserve the most of you, not what's left over after the high wears off. Evian, your kids will remember. I hate parents who think that, oh, they're only 4 years old, they're not going to know what's going on. And I don't know why some parents think that a 4 and a 5-year-old are not like emotionally aware enough, and they have no sense of smell, and they can't tell when mommy is one way versus another. They can tell when you're sober and when you're not. They just don't know why you're acting different. If you're not able to be fully emotionally there for your child, it is going to damage them in the long run. But if you can't do it for yourself, do it for your kids. Do it for your kids, because they're going to start remembering the smell. No matter how much you think you're brushing your teeth and gargling and taking a shower. And if you're smoking right outside your house, do you have an AC unit? Do you have an AC unit? Where do you think that smoke is going? It's going right back into your home. It's going, oh, you're stepping right outside your back door. It's going through the cracks. No, I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't think I'm holier than thou because I don't smoke anymore, so I hope I don't come across that way. It's just the honest truth. It is a drug. Stop lying to yourself. Lying to yourself to validate your addiction and to validate your bad habits is not helping anyone. Don't you want to meet your grandbabies? Or do you want to be in a hospital hooked up to some damn tubes because your lungs can't function on their own anymore? Wouldn't you rather get a grasp on what's hurting you and paining you every day now, and maybe it's gonna really fucking hurt for 1 more year, but then a year from now you're gonna look back and be like, whoa, I did that. Like, please take it from me, somebody who always quits things, someone that can never, like, keep their fucking word. Like, I'll start something and I fucking quit it. I'll try something and I'll fucking quit it. Like, I'm the perfect person to be preaching this to you, because it's hard for me to, like, stop these bad habits. If you're still watching this video thinking, nope, you can't get addicted to it, you can't. So you're telling me that, okay, gambling is not a substance and people get addicted to gambling. People got addicted to buying Labubus. I got addicted to buying Labubus. And once again, the flower is not the same that it was 20, 30 years ago. There's so much random crap in it, okay? They want you to get addicted so you could keep coming back and buying more. Government is involved, babe. They want to sell you the poison so they can sell you the cure. They want to sell you the poison so they can sell you the cure. So I hope this message got through to somebody that needed to hear it. I'm not here to tell you what to do or how to live your life. I'm just telling you how I'm choosing to live mine from now on. So if you only watch my videos for smoke and get ready with me's or for smoke and chill, whatever, I'm not posting those anymore. And can you guys please stop DMing me like, hey, you want to smoke? Like, we should hang out and smoke. That's not a friendship I want to... That's not a friendship I want to engage in. So I hope this video came across the right way, and I'm not judging anybody that still does that. That's your own vice. We all have our own vices. Mine is just this super calm and blood plus anime. The amount of family members that were like, something's different about you. Like, what's different? You just seem so much happier and like brighter. Like, even my skin, like, I'm nice and brown again. Like, I was always so pale because smoking takes oxygen from your body. Just look down, baby, it's 333. That's a sign. This is the right message, and I'm closing the video now. I'm gonna go get some food. I want hot pot. I'm gonna treat myself and go get some hot pot. And yes, my goal is 25 plates. And Anthony, or I think we did 22 plates last time. Like 22 trays of meat. We'll do 25 today. Let me get my money's worth. So I love you guys, and I'll see you on another video. Leave me any questions below. If you need support through this, I got you. Send me a DM. Love you guys so much.